Hudson, if Alexa was a fruit, what fruit would she be?
Pineapple. Is that a problem? Huh?
Sometimes I think about this modern age and how much things have changed in a relatively short amount of time. Take managing a home, for instance. 50 years ago, not only would I have been doing a lot more housework manually, like washing the dishes, doing the laundry, stuff like that, but there were no virtual assistants to help organize and automate everyday tasks. It seems to me that smart devices are a way to kind of amplify our intentions and productivity, but I think they also kind of serve as an extension of ourselves sometimes, and they can even teach us a lot about ourselves.
Desmond, tell me about ways that you feel like voice assistants in today's modern age could be perfected.
It's a rest. It's Barbara.
Okay.
Critics of modern technology might say that all of these conveniences are making us de-evolve and be less strong physically and mentally, and I'm not really even sure if that's true or not, but all I can say is that practically speaking, it's hard to pass up this kind of convenience. So I put together 5 weird things having a virtual assistant has taught me about myself. And this video is sponsored by Amazon. Amazon Alexa is the main voice assistant we use in our home. She's my taskmaster and I guess my setter-upper, multitasker, shopping assistant. Yeah, I buy way too much stuff on Amazon. An entertainer. So I guess when I'm at home, she's kind of a busy mom's best friend. So let's get into it. First thing, I'm not very organized. And granted, that's not like a new revelation for me, and I think it's something that's probably pretty well established on our channel. But I think in terms of thinking of a voice assistant, it definitely makes you think about your organizational style and how that works in your life. I'm not really the type of person that sits down and plans things out. Things usually occur to me on the go. So being able to have voice commands to add something to my to-do list or set something in my appointments or add something to my shopping list is super helpful. Calendar items are really like this for me also. I mean, I always think there's no way I'm going to forget about this specific appointment, but I'm often disappointed because it's just easy to forget about things. So it's so nice just to be able to tell Alexa to record that appointment, and I just know for sure that I'm not gonna forget about it. Another type of organization that I struggle with, and is also very well documented on our channel, is just physical organization. And this is one thing that I don't really feel that the voice assistant can really help with yet, but I also can set reminders in there weekly to organize particular parts of my house. That's something that I've tried just as kind of a motivator, so that can be really helpful. Another thing that I've learned from having a voice assistant is that the hassle of setting things up sometimes keeps me from doing fun things with my kids. Kind of inversely, I've noticed things that are automated are just really easy to set up and go. We have told you before about how our kids love to have dance parties in our great room, and I think that we do that so often because we can just have that voice command and the dance music starts playing and our Philips Hue lights start shining all their fun, pretty colors. It's just kind of an instant dance party for our kids. Another space that our kids spend a lot of time in is their playroom upstairs. And we have a lot of that automated, so it turns on our nano leaf lights up there, it can turn on our smart TV, and we can also turn them off when screen time is over or when it's time for them to come back downstairs. So that's really convenient.
So one of the things I've been wanting to do in our bonus room is to have everything set up just with one voice command. So right now I have it set up where I say activate bonus room and the TV turns on, the nano leafs turn on, and then the Philips Hue lights turn on underneath the cabinets. But recently I just learned that the Xbox is actually compatible with Alexa, so I wanted to add that to the group. But I wanted this one to be a little bit different because the Xbox for us is about playing games. So I'm gonna create a routine called It's Game Time. Just to give you a quick rundown of how to create a routine, what you're gonna do is in the Alexa app, you will select routines. And then create your routine by hitting the plus symbol. And then you'll have 3 options. The first is you're gonna enter the routine name. So in this case, I'm gonna call it It's Game Time. After that, the next step is the command that you want to have Alexa respond to. I'm gonna call it Alexa, It's Game Time. Then the next step is to add an action. So this is where I'm gonna add each of my devices. So in this case, I have the nano leaf lights, I have the Xbox, and I have my Philips Hue lights. I also have the Echo Glow, and then this LG TV. So once you have all of these devices set up and what you want them to do, so in this case, I want them to all to turn on, I will go ahead and hit save at the top, and my routine is now created. Alexa, it's game time. So now I want to deactivate the room, so I have a command for that. Alexa, deactivate bonus room. That's how you make your life a whole lot more simple.
Okay, so another thing that I've learned from having a voice assistant is that music makes mundane tasks that I do every day less mundane. I definitely have not like taken the time to just listen to music for some reason. You know, grabbing headphones or whatever I need to accomplish that just doesn't happen. So having a voice command and music turns on, that's so helpful, and instantly my mood improves and it just seems like I'm able to get the house clean a lot faster. Another handy thing is that we have a smart washer and dryer, and so it's really nice to be able to have a command to have it start remotely. And honestly, the feature that I use the most is that I get a notification when the cycle is done. And as someone who's left wet laundry in the washer way too many times to count, that's something that really saves me. We also have a smart robot vacuum. It's a D-Bot, and I love at the end of the day just to be able to give a command to start the robot vacuum and it can come out and do its thing. It's just all very streamlined. It makes me feel like an efficient person even when I'm really not efficient.
If Alexa were a color, what color would Alexa be?
Pink.
Why?
Because I love the color pink.
Okay guys, we got all set up. So this is our Alexa Glow right here. And this is a light that changes colors. What do you think about it?
I want to put it in my room. It's so cool.
You want it in your room? And then we have an Echo Dot, and this is the kids edition. And one of the cool things about this light is obviously it changes colors, as you can tell, but it also has different features like using it as a timer. So in this case, we're gonna use it as a tool to make our children clean up this room.
So we created a routine in the Alexa app, and when we say, Alexa, it's cleanup time,
Alrighty, it's time to clean up. Hey, I'll bet if we had some music it would go even faster. Let's do it.
Yeah, Hudson's doing it.
oh,
Hurry, the timer's gonna go off.
look at you, Hudson, you're
You guys gotta hurry before the timer goes off. Hurry!
Believe this.
Another thing that having a voice assistant really makes clear is that multitasking is something I can definitely use help with. When you're a mom that often works from home like I do, and I'm engaging with my kids and just doing 100 different things in the day, having a voice assistant is just another thing that helps me to task switch, so when there are interruptions, I can continue on with my day uninterrupted. One device super helpful for this is our Ring doorbell. When the doorbell rings, I never know if it's my latest Prime order, which in that case I run to the door, or maybe it's one of my adorable children bored. Hi, Hudson. That actually happens a lot, but it's so nice because I don't have to stop what I'm doing. I can kind of scream who's at the door. Hi, Hudson. Alexa, lock the doors. I do love being at home with my kids, but it can just be a challenge to get things done. I think like every mom out there probably relates. And so sometimes when they're asking for something, Alexa can just entertain them just for a few minutes and I can finish the task that I'm doing or send out that quick email for work. That's been super handy.
What is your favorite feature on Alexa?
Bedtime stories. I love bedtime stories. What?
And since I can get my work done uninterrupted, then there's time for me to actually read my kids a story later on too. See my stripy cousins, but then I have to fly. As much as I like lemonade, I have to say goodbye. One last thing that having a voice assistant has made me realize is how much I'm hollering across the house when it's time to go somewhere or when I need to catch my kids' attention. And since we have good coverage throughout our house of our Alexa devices, we can actually use them to drop in like an intercom system, and that really relieves a lot of stress for me. So yeah, if technology is an extension of ourselves and is a tool to help us accomplish more, I really think a voice assistant can be a busy mom's ally. But I'm still looking forward to the day that our virtual assistants can maybe even clean or declutter our houses. The sky's the limit, right? So thank you for joining us for another video. I'm wondering if you guys relate. I mean, I kind of feel like a lazy mom for using all these smart devices, but at the same time, I need all the help I can get. You'll have to let us know, do you use a voice assistant? Has it been helpful for you? What are some features that you use that maybe I don't know about yet? Because I would love to know. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. See you on the next one. Bye.
What do you love about Alexa and what do you not like about Alexa?
In my own
Yeah, that may be the worst interview I've ever done in my life.
Bye.
Bye.